When I first started middle school, I thought it would be the coolest idea to be able to work in a production environment and create videos. A lot of young folks like me wanted to make skits and short videos and short films and things like that. So going into high school, I knew I wanted to do more TV production related things. And there was a homeroom you can enter into to continue that daily television production environment. I knew I wanted to go to college, and I knew that I did want to go forward and do something related to television production or film. I came here to Montclair State University and I went to the BFA filmmaking program here. What's unique about this as opposed to other filmmaking programs is that the program sort of really places you in a producer role in addition to a director and writer's roles. It really kind of amazed me how much I was able to do. My mom was a little bit unsure of what going to school for filmmaking would actually entail. She sort of didn't really know what kind of jobs would be in store for me after I graduated the program. So it took quite a bit of explaining for me to explain that I'd be working sort of gig to gig between different films and series. Coincidentally enough, I am not really doing that anymore. I graduated from Montclair State University in 2019 with a BFA in filmmaking. At this point, I'm technically considering going someplace else for a graduate degree in urban planning, which is totally different from filmmaking, and it's a jump in a different direction for sure. During my time at film school, I really sort of realized that the idea of having to find new work every single week just felt like something that wouldn't really be sustainable. I always sort of felt like there was a disconnect between me and my peers because I had really sort of joined being interested in more of the photographic aspects of it. I've always sort of had an interest in visual design and how design can affect how people feel and, in general have an effect on people. And so to me, urban planning just seems like a much more tangible way of doing that and sort of making a difference in the world and changing things. I've always been interested in this design aspect, but I've also always been concerned with the way our country is at the moment with how a lot of folks are able to make a living and are able to live a comfortable life. I'm interested in making sure that they have what they need to help keep our playing field level. I haven't mentioned to my mom yet that I'm considering going to grad school. I'm the first in my family to go to college, and so I know that she's not super familiar with how a higher education works and in regards to following your passion and how it affects your career. So it's gonna take a lot of explaining, and I'm gonna cross my fingers that it goes over well. If I had a piece of advice for anybody who's my age or in general is trying to figure out their life, I would say that if there is one thing that you feel that you're interested in, keep at that, because you're either gonna succeed and you're gonna love what you do, or maybe eventually you'll find out that maybe it isn't exactly what you thought, and maybe you'll find something else. I know that I found something else. I'd say at the end of the day, you really should do what you believe is best for you. Do what's exciting. You should really do what's gonna be good for you. And if that's helping others, that's awesome too.